to You'll Go Wild. In this episode, we set off on our journey south. We finally get to see live Crocs close up and personal, and we make it to Karumba, the start of the Matilda Track, and watch the most spectacular sunset we've seen on this trip so far. So we're doing a quick detour to Weeper via the Batavia Downs Road, and actually we're going to be saving an hour and a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hour and a half or something. Driving.
It's interesting. It's on the map, and we checked it out. It's apparently quite a good road. There's a couple of creek crossings that are dry at the moment, so that's all right. Google Maps doesn't take you this way, which was quite interesting. So I guess we'll see. But it's got to be, can't be any worse than driving on the corrugations.
No.
It can only be more corrugations.
And big ruts. Okay. So this is good. The detour saved us 1.5 hours, and the road was in better condition than what we'd been travelling on before. It's a big old beast, isn't it?
The underground petrol pipes.
So that's a fuel tanker. No, it's not a fuel tanker.
Yeah, it is.
It's a fuel tanker. I was right.
Unleaded and diesel for the town and for the mine.
So mainly the mine. And obviously a little bit goes to the petrol station as such. And they come in once a month. And it actually takes them 24 hours apparently to actually offload all the fuel. Weeper is a mining town, and it's pretty much owned by Rio Tinto, a mining giant. They export over 30 million tonnes of bauxite annually. 3,500 people live in Weeper, and they mostly support the mine in some way or form, either working in the mine or the shops and clubs that are owned by Rio Tinto. Even the campsite is owned by the mining giant. Musgrave Roadhouse has been the Shepherd family since the 1930s. The family decided to turn it into a roadhouse in the 1980s. The family still own the roadhouse today, which is pretty amazing, really. One of the attractions here is the Crocs. These are freshwater crocodiles. And there's quite a few of them in there. You can see them all poking up, pretending to be cheeky little logs. At 5 p.m, the manager comes out and feeds the freshwater crocs in the river. It's the closest we've been to a real live croc on this trip, so we've been keen to watch. Everyone was asking him questions about the crocs, and the whole time he chatted, he didn't take his eyes off them once. Apparently there are two that he needs to keep a close eye on.
So how many crocs are there in the pond? That's it. Hopefully one's not missing. Oh yeah, look at it. It's just sitting out there.
Here comes coming up.
Pretty ugly.
Just sit there and wait patiently.
Oh.
Oh, look at this one coming up on the side. Sneaky little bugger.
road that goes across called the Dixie something or other road. It's quite on my Hammer map, which is quite old. It's a very small road, so we checked out what it was like, and apparently it's no worse than this. So it's quite a long way. So it's 400 k's, which we can do on it. We've got a full tank of fuel, and I've got a 20-litre backup. But currently the Google Maps is saying it's going to take 7 hours. So we just hope that Google Maps is wrong.
Unfortunately, Google Maps wasn't wrong, and the journey took an inaugurating 7-hour drive, the longest stretch we've done so far on this trip. And I will be honest, I don't like sitting still for too long, so it was a bit of a challenge for me.
Dreams holding us closer, meadows of our youth, 107 days.
The GPS failed after we stopped to add air in the tyres, so we had to resort to a paper map navigation, a fun challenge after relying on technology for so long. There were lots of roadworks along the way, but the road was good compared to where we'd just come from. But we couldn't relax too much, as every now and again there would be a big dips would appear and we'd have to brake hard. I knew this might end up being a nightmare. I'm thinking you might have to go on the right hand side, might be better.
Why are they stopped on the left?
Because I think they're stuck. Because they're walking out in the middle to see if they can walk through.
Pull up, let's have a chat. See what happens.
But he's stuck in the middle of the water over there.
He's going across the river.
Nice, not moving. Oh, he's bogged. That's a bummer, because that's a long way back now, if we can't get through this. Some local guys turned up. We chatted whilst the lads towed the car and trailer free of the mud bank, and they told us to go through the middle of the river. So these guys have been out pigging. It's obviously a big thing. They had great fun pigging. Got some... Can you remember what they were called?
Well, like freshwater prawns, I can't remember.
Yeah, prawns, but they had nippers on them, so he was showing us his catch. So these guys are locals. They know the area. You want to go right in the middle.
Yeah, but they had
Yeah, I know, but I think that's for you to go over. Anyway, so this is our first real water crossing, because we've not done any real water crossings in this car like this. We've gone through a little stream from one side to the next, but this is actually, we've got to, go straight through it. So it's going to be interesting. Anyway, all good so far. But the guys there, they can pull us out if they get stuck. But they were really nice, aren't they? They are good
chat with
little
them.
characters, and it's really lovely. That's one thing I really love about travelling around like this in the outback, is just stop, chat randomly to people that lived here years, and they come up with some great stories. And it is really nice. Everyone's really, really friendly. We've not met anyone yet so far that have been, that's We stop off at the Les Wilson Barramundi Discovery Centre, the only hatchery in the world to breed the Southern Gulf strain of this iconic fish. The fish had just been fed, and we are not sure if the kites are trying to get the pellets or catch the fish, but it was a good source of amusement. The centre was started by a group of professional fishermen who set out to restock the local waterways with fingerlings to ensure a sustainable fishing future for years to come. Inside the centre there are lots of interactions about the hatchery and life cycle and environment of the fish. Tasty. He's big, isn't he? Not very big, is it? Is that?
That's a small one.
See, that's more my kind of size of fish. After visiting the centre, we try our luck at fishing at the slipway and hut. According to the lady at the campsite, this is the spot.
Yes, mostly caught a fish. Unfortunately, it's a catfish, and you can't eat him. Bye, fish. He's a wreck. He's a catfish, so he's... Yay!
This is Cameron. He befriended us and decided to teach us about fishing. He's very confident for his age.
But I caught fish.
You did?
I did. Caught a boy as well. Yay, and look at the bait.
Yeah, it's really, I'm not sure what's that.
But I caught a fish.
There you go, got it. Got another catfish again.
Fish number 2. Oh, sorry about that. Apparently it's a mulloway. Hi, fish. So how many have you caught today? Not that we're competitive at all. How many have you got? How many did I catch? Oh, I think that's 2. That's me in the lead. Has it caught you? Yeah, oh, another catfish. Yes. Oh, teach. Swallowed it.
Sorry, mate.
Yay, bye. Still go. Hi, well done. 2-2 now.
They are awesome, aren't they?
You on? Fish
It's a
low.
nice catfish.
Mostly fought hard.
Yeah, but more than any of ours did.
Well, the lady in the shop was right. Unfortunately, all we caught was catfish, but someone did catch a small barra a bit up the shore. We continued to fish as the sun began to set, and it was spectacular, probably the best we've ever experienced so far in this Queensland trip. So how many did you catch today? 2. How many did I catch today? No. 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 Oh, yeah. 5 fish. Unfortunately, none of them were actually any use because they were all 4 catfish and 1 something or other.
It was a win for me because I managed to keep my rod.
To our mates Steve and Phil, they understand what that means. Alright, we're going to go for a beer now. Next time on You'll Go Wild, we go for a paddle in Lawn Hill Gorge and visit Mary Kathleen Mine. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share.